Hello, beautiful human. Happy Easter. It is Easter Sunday afternoon. I know it looks dark. Our living room just doesn't have great windows, but I am monitoring the nugget during a nap and had some thoughts that I wanted to share. So I'm noticing a lot more Easter musings than typical in my world, at least, especially from people who don't typically honor Easter. I'm noticing a lot of not super religious people feeling like attracted to Easter this year. And this might seem super obvious to some, but maybe not to everybody. So I just wanted to share my musings. For many of us, we've been in a sort of hibernation for damn near 2 years now. For many of us, we're just starting to kind of peek our head out and decide what is the new world post-pandemic. And spring energy especially, and we're smack in the middle of spring, but especially Easter, Ostara, this whole time of year right now is all about regeneration, right? The story in the Bible that inspires what most people think of for Easter is about resurrection. So the idea of going somewhere, the underworld, into death, and then being resurrected. But there's also themes of phoenix-like energy and rebirth, release, renewal, right? And I think that collectively, the vast majority of humans are in that space right now. So we have a lot of support for this sort of energy, right? We have spring in general as a season is all about rebirth and renewal. Every single year we get this energy. On top of that, we're in the Easter season, which is the height of the rebirth in spring. And then on top of that, we have the fact that there are an entire species. I don't think it's just in the US or just in the Western world. I think that collectively human beings are starting to find our way through the world post-pandemic. And so I think that it's much, much more of this like vast collective experience that we're having. And I think that is why for many people who are not necessarily thinking of themselves as religious are feeling drawn to the Easter story and to the Ostara and the spring energy, this idea of rebirth and renewal, because I think that collectively we are redefining who we are. We are having a rebirth. And I think it's really cool. And I think it's a big opportunity for us as humans to really tap into and like really kind of dial in our awareness to the fact that this is a collective consciousness thing, that there's more than just me going through this. I think it's helpful for those of us who crave community to know we're not alone, but I think it's also helpful for us to maybe find a little bit extra grace for each other, a little bit more generosity for each other, because we're all just trying to figure this out together. All of us are having this collective experience of rebirth and regeneration. With that said, winter and spring as seasons on our planet both have a very feminine energy. It's very much a time of allowing things to come to us, of creating space, of we energy. And I think that our planet is moving into summer in the Northern Hemisphere. And I think that because we're having this collective experience of rebirth, what is predictable is that we as a species are moving into a season of summer. And summer is all about momentum, manifestation, staying the course. It starts to be into our masculine energy where we are really pushing to get things done, right? Summer is a time to get shit done. And masculine energy tends to be a lot more eye focused. So again, I think it's an opportunity to find grace and generosity, to dial into this collective experience and remember that we're all in this together. So I just invite you to really consider how spring energy is showing up for you, how rebirth is showing up for you, both specifically in your life and the community around you, and to thoughtfully enter the season of summer and this more masculine energy, this get shit done sort of mode, in a way that maybe also honors the community around you and the experience of others. Because I think if we can tap into that collective consciousness level as we navigate the seasons this year, we have an opportunity to maybe change the way the world operates a little bit. Just saying, something to think about. If you are really interested in this idea of seasonal energy and you want to know more, I've been exploring it for some time, and I actually have a couple of classes that I just launched in my online school, and you can go to wildflowerstrategy.com and click on the rocket to learn more. Thanks for being part of my world.